Hi guys, Steve Composer here again. This video is building your fire kit. I'm going to talk about exactly what can go into your fire kit. It's a three-step process. Okay, step one is your Altoids tin, which you can call a fire tin. The fire kit is just everything that you carry on your person and in your pack. It's a generic term, but fire tin, you can call that the fire tin. It's just an Altoids tin. I'm going to break it open and take out the contents. Okay, so the contents of your Altoids tin fire tin, this is step one, is a lighter, a bundle of matches, I've got 12 here, if you can put more in that's fine, a piece of striking paper of course, just cut out the box and keep it flat like that, an 8cm Ferrocerium rod, it goes in there nicely without the handle. You can keep a handle separately on your pack, handles come with a nice grommet hole, you can tie it anywhere. I've always got a second Ferrocerium rod on my person and I can just take the handle off if I need it. This tin for me is pretty much an emergency tin and you can easily strike sparks just by holding the Ferrocerium rod like that. So a Ferrocerium rod, a 3cm piece of hacksaw blade, which is really just an emergency. You should have 3, 4, even 5 or 6 ways to strike or shed sparks of a Ferrocerium rod on your person with knives, multi-tools, pen knives, Swiss Army knives and so forth. But I keep a 3cm section of hacksaw blade in there as an emergency. It's small, it doesn't take up any room. 3cm any longer, it's prone to break. You can easily, not so easily, but you can grab that and shed sparks like that. Then I've got a whole load of cotton balls. I counted 13 here, 12 to 14, if you could put more in, that's fine. The equivalent of 2 solid fuel cubes in a Ziploc bag with a rubber band. There's solid fuel cubes. Around 6 rings of inner tube wrapped up in a rubber band, and don't forget the rubber bands are cordage and also burn as well. Keep your rings of inner tube fat, at least 1.5 to 2 centimeters wide to get a longer lasting flame. And a Tealight candle. Tealight candles are handy because they just sit on the ground. A piece of steel wool, at least 1 piece of steel wool, and a few pieces of charcloth. That's not proper charcloth, that's what I made in a bamboo container. I'm yet to make more charcloth in my tin, and I've got the sections there. At the moment I'm using 4x2 centimetre sections of charcloth. Each piece you put in should be pre-cut for one fire. So one piece should make one fire. How big? 2x2, 3x2, 4x2 centimetres. Each piece just needs to be big enough to ignite your tinder and make a fire. So that's pretty much the contents of the Altoids tin fire tin. So you want to have at least 3 or 4 pieces of charcloth. Each piece you can make a fire from. If you can put more in, that's okay. At least 1 piece for one fire of steel wool. If you have 2 small pieces, whatever, but make sure the piece is big enough to make a fire, and you may have to practice to see how big or how small a piece can be. The Tealight candle, once you light the candle, the wick is going to be fragile. What you do is just put a cotton ball on the end to protect the wick. Step 1 of building your fire kit and the contents of the Altoids fire tin.